This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Well, as the title says, I bought the mega set of Army Painter's speed paints. And, you know, everybody's been saying that they're really, really great and they do a lot of things. Well, I had bought a few about a week or two ago up at my good friend's, the Bearded Brown Coat. And I tried them out on a few things and I said, wow, this is really good. So I went and I got the mega set. And while I was at the storage unit, I came across a game that I was pretty much done with. I was disgusted when the newest version, because I thought they were going to fix the miniatures and they never did. And it is level 7 Omega Protocol. And I said, boy, why don't I take, because I had already primed them white. I said, you know, what am I going to do with these things? Well, I used the speed paints on them, and now I'm kind of excited to get back and play this game. I played the first version. The second version, I thought they would fix the miniatures. These are some of the worst miniatures I've ever seen from mankind. But it really breathed life into this game, and I'm excited to play this game live on the channel. It's an older game, yes. I doubt you can find it in this, that, and the other. Or maybe you could, and you can get it real cheap. But it is great practice to use some of these speed paints. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to show you some of the things that I've done. And, you know, it gives you a great base to kind of work out from. And these things are fantastic. Let's go down. Let's take a look. I've done a little filming. You're not going to see the completed miniature, but you're going to see where I have a base where I can work out from. So let's go down. We'll come back on the other side. I'll talk a little bit more about this. So level 7 has some of the worst miniatures I've ever experienced, and it's kept me from really playing this game a lot. But these speed paints really kind of... I really didn't want to paint any of this. It's God's honest truth. I just didn't want to paint it. I wanted nothing to do with this game, and it sat on my shelves in the storage unit for forever. And I said, well, there's nothing I could really do with it. But just taking this runic gray and just going over you know, these figures, it now gives me a basis where I can kind of get these to where I can just get them good enough to go on the table, because the game is pretty decent. Okay, it's the miniatures that really detract from this game, because the bases are always warped. Where's the one guy here? The main villain, right? Of all the guys that you want to have in your thing, you really don't want him to be all messed up, but he is, of course. Yeah, look, I mean, look at this. Where's he going? I mean, is he Michael Jackson or something? You know, doing the moonwalker. Yeah, you can do everything you want. You know, boil water and this and the other. Why should I? If I, you know, when I originally bought this, I paid that kind of money for it. So I just take this, and what I do with these speed paints, and the Army Painter speed paints have to be considered the best in the business right now. Contrast paints, I was a big fan of contrast paints, but these speed paints are just so much better. And I'm just going to show you very quickly how this works here. I'm just taking a little bit. You just take a few drops, and the coverage is fantastic. And once this dries, it gives me a basis to work from. Okay, just something very, very, very simple where I can just take some of the base paints that I want from Army Painter and just kind of go over everything. The other thing that I really like that they do with these particular paints, and I'm just going to put this guy down to dry. I also did the same thing with one of these dudes using the same type of color, only with a gray overspray. So these guys, I just kind of painted white a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with some of the aliens here. and you could see where I'm going with this, because I now have the ability to be creative and be able to build out.
Guys, I decided to go with something a little bit different.
I tried out different things, and actually this color really worked. It's called a malignant green. I like it. It goes on there, and then I can very quickly build out on these. Okay, just getting it all over and kind of making these guys as creepy, because the main thing is getting a decent color and getting a decent effect from these paints, and you do. And the nice thing about it is you can thin it out with some medium, which really works. I also kind of toyed with this gray, but we always see gray aliens, so I kind of figured I'd go with something a little more twisted, work my way out. I changed some of the base for some of the soldiers a little bit different, but I think I'm going to stick particularly with this malignant green, especially even for his face and everything like that. Like, I could build all out from here on this guy. I'm not worried about this guy. I can fill all the detail, but just getting this first coat on there and then deciding what I want to do from there. It really just works. It just works. That's the kind of skin I think I want to go with. And I'm just kind of getting this all over just to kind of put a coat on it, so I know exactly what I want to do. It kind of like what I did with this particular guy right here. These things, these paints really just are perfect in so many ways. This bro right here, all right? This was a guy that, you really kind of scratched your head. What am I going to do with this guy, And this stuff just goes on here perfectly. It does such a nice job over the white. And, just taking an old brush and kind of going over this and really just making this kind of stand out a little bit, because it's such a weird figure anyways. And just using these speed paints. They're just absolutely fantastic. I love what they do. I love how they do it. And then I can kind of just build out from there very quickly. And all of a sudden, a game that I wasn't going to play, I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to do it live here. So if I can get these guys done quick enough, which I think I can, especially with these speed paints, I could really just kind of build out whatever I want to build out. So we're going to go talk more about this up top, how this kind of saved this game that I was actually really thinking of just getting rid of. And how these speed paints, I've used them a couple of times on a couple different games already, and how quickly they work and do a fantastic job. Now, I had let this dry, and I wanted to come back. I know I said we go up top, but I wanted to show you how it dried. And hold on, I want to make sure that you see. Now I have a great base to kind of work with here. Okay, just with some of these different speed paints, and how I build out from these guys is really kind of exciting, because this isn't a horrible game, but these miniatures are horrible. Like some of the heroes here. Okay, now I can just add things in, their guns, their lights and things like that, and kind of give them a different twist here. Where's the one guy I'm looking for? Okay, this big dude. All right, now and then once I get the bases done, it gives you a great. These speed paints are really incredible, and for a game that I was done with, level 7 Omega Protocol, it kind of breathed some life into this, and I'm excited to get this done. Now, I'm going to show you everything finished when I'm done and we do our live playthrough of this, because I am going to do a live playthrough of level 7 Omega Protocol, and that's when I'll show you up close everything painted and finished, because the speed paints really helped everything along. That next week we're going to do a live playthrough, and it's going to be a lot of fun because of all the different types of twists and turns I did with the aliens and the heroes and stuff like that. And I'll finish these up, and then you'll get to see how much this speed paint makes a big difference. I actually feel that it is better than contrast paints. Sorry about that, a controller. So now we're going to go up top, and we'll close this out. I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to finish these guys. As you saw, it gives you a great base where you know, just putting this on over the white undercoat really works. This mega set is really affordable. You get a ton of paints here. It's go get it at Miniature Market if it's in stock, or go to Army Painter. I highly suggest it. This has breathed a lot of life into some of the things that I'm doing here, and it helps you speed along things. As a matter of fact, I've got a game, Cosmic Frog, I'm going to be using these on because I want to get those frogs up and running and painted and bring that game in a live play to you. Frogs in the Ether, figure that out. But these speed paints open up all kinds of possibilities, and I think they're better than the contrast paints from GW. I really like everything that Army Painter does. I've got tons of it. I swear by it. I also swear by the GW paints. I'm not gonna tell you that these are the only paints I use. But if I had to pick contrast or these speed paints, I'll take these speed paints every time. And I hope they come out with more colors. Right now, the mega set is fantastic. It opens up possibilities. It helps me get things done for things I want to get to the table quickly. And for people that are beginners, this is perfect. I really suggest not so much going with a white undercoat, but a light gray. I think they work very, very well with that. And these are just fantastic. I mean, that's the best way to put it. So you're going to see level 7. I'm going to finish these up. It's not going to take me long now that I got the basis. All I got to do is the base, and I'm going to build up. I'm going to show you, and when we do the live playthrough, I will show the figures extensively of what you can accomplish with these fantastic speed paints from Army Painter, folks. Go get them. They're well worth it. Till next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.